everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we are talking about
I don't know what we're going to talk about. So we just had lunch, and during while we were cooking together, we were just talking about how appreciative.
appreciate because what happened is our son is 5 and he's going to kindy next year.
Yeah.
And we started getting uniforms, and yesterday just got his uniform, and we're thinking, oh my god, 5 years already gone. And I said, I appreciate that I didn't have to go back to 95, and we can spend time to see our kids grow.
Yeah, I guess that was the reasoning why. Well, that was one of the reasons that I started investing in the first place.
Yeah.
Firstly, it was to replace my job, my 9 to 5 job.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the reasons. And then now it's like, it sort of hit us badly,
Yeah.
like emotionally, seeing like he's putting a uniform on and
Yeah.
we saw him grow from a little baby, and we didn't have that stress of rush, let's go put our kids in school.
Well, we kind of don't have options anyway because we don't have help in here.
Yeah.
Either we put both kids in childcare. That's the main reason. If we put both of the kids in childcare and we both work full time, one, we won't have much of the childcare subsidies because
Yeah.
in Australia government they help a lot for childcare. But if you're a high income earner, you won't get much, or even you don't have any subsidies. One is that, and second, we have to drop them off at
Really
8,
early.
before 8.
So
And-
picture this, back in the days, you're working in the city.
Yes.
A city from where we live is not that far. It's technically, I don't know, 10 k's?
I don't know, 5.
5 k's. 5
Yeah.
k's away from the city. From where you work, is like from
Yeah.
our home to work,
Yeah,
it's about
yeah.
5 k's.
It's just the traffic is
But,
really bad.
Yeah, it would take us about an hour to get there because of the traffic.
Mhm.
So we're lucky in the sense of we don't have to do that, and we don't have to wake up the kids really early. Because if you are still working, yeah, definitely we have to drop them off like 8,
Before 8.
before 8. They have
Yeah.
to be there at 8
Maybe
o'clock.
7-ish. 7, yeah, late 7.
Yeah, I say, yeah,
Yeah.
10 to 8 or something. They have to be
Mhm.
already in daycare, and
And then we
we
go
have
to
to
work.
let go. And
No, and sometimes my work used to be between like 7 or 8 or 9, whatever time I want to choose. But if I start at 7, I can
go home early.
finish at 4 if
Yeah.
I'm lucky. If I
If I'm-
was,
yeah.
But sometimes stuff from 7 doesn't finish till 5 or 6.
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah, and myself as well. Like I had to, I guess, go around out and about. So
Yeah.
I don't have a certain schedule. Sometimes I get, get caught up, and I don't get home really late. And we won't know. We will be limited on, I guess, what we can do. In some sense.
Yes, and we don't have help to help us to pick up our kids if we couldn't make it.
So one of us have to make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the reason. But because I haven't finished. Like, if we have to put both kids in childcare,
Yep.
1, the timing, and 2, we will have to put them 5 days a week. Now we're just putting for
Yeah.
3 days. They have the peer or the friends time with the same age. But when they don't go, we normally take them to the park to play with other kids as well. But we can choose on Monday or Tuesday. We can take them out somewhere as a family as well.
So we only put to their school or daycare for social interaction. It's not because we have to and that we have to go to work per se. So we just want them to interact with other same age
Age,
bracket
yes.
for that interaction with them and learning whatever it is that I guess daycare provided for them. It's not because we have to rush somewhere and actually drop them off and we have to go work.
No, it's good to have them in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
For us, our sake too.
So it's a time out for
Yeah.
us as well.
Yeah,
But
so we can do videos now. We can
Yeah.
do our own work.
But yeah, as a whole, like that was the reasoning why I wanted passive income. I wanted to have life on our term instead of someone else's term.
Yes.
The fact that maybe if we can take them early, go to the beach, which is what we usually do, what we like during summer, and have a time out, be more creative, not exhausted.
What do you mean not exhausted?
Well, I don't know. Like to me, it's already it's already exhausting enough deal
Yeah.
with the children,
Yeah.
let alone plus on top of that is like your
Full
work.
time. Yes.
Your
Yes.
your
True.
work, your let's say your 10-hour days or 8 hour or whatever
Yeah.
it is your job, and then plus you gotta raise a family at home. That's
That's,
yeah,
that's really tiring. I just admire parents who can do that.
especially
Right?
single parents.
Yes.
So
Yes.
kudos for you who can do it. But
Mm.
for us, like yeah, with the fact that we have enough passive income to do that, and you don't have to go to work in the
Yes.
past 5 years, what would you recommend for anyone out there?
Oh, I'll highly recommend if you can do, for example, let's say before you have kids or when you get married, try to just use one person's income,
Yeah.
right? Spend on that everything. The second person's income just
Go
for
straight.
saving.
Yeah.
For saving. That's what we did.
That's what we did.
That worked.
That works.
Because then we know that we can survive with one income only. And I think when, especially for women on maternity leave, it's good time for you to start something small, a side hustle.
A side hustle, yeah.
Yes, it's really tiring. Maybe not for the first 3 months when the newborn's there. You're still new mom. Not that, but after that, you get a hang on with the baby. You know what to do, and if you still, because for me, I took 1 year
Yeah.
maternity leave. So after that time, start trying something, sell something, or do whatever you like from interest, and then bring it to a business.
Yeah.
A small business. Yes, it's good time to try something because you don't need to report to anyone. You got the time because your baby still nap a lot as well. So you got a lot of time by yourself.
It will be tiring for some.
Mm.
It was tiring for you. I can see
it
that.
was, yeah.
So
No, the first one was easy, but the second one came along. It's just too hard because our kids only 1 year apart.
yeah. So for me, like my biggest advice is like if you can start young, in terms of your, I guess, side hustle, the earlier you would have it, the better it is for you.
Yeah.
The earlier that you can create passive income, whatever that would be, just in case if you need to have that 1 year break,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry. Make sure like the system already in place for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when we talk to our friends, everyone they are pregnant, they're having a baby, and ask them how long are you taking your leave for? Oh, I only can afford 4 months or 6 months. After that, I have to go back to work. We always hear that we have.
Yeah, we
to.
have to. We like for us it's like no, we don't have to. We don't need to.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, and we have the. I think because we build it big enough, sustain our income from it, that can replace at least 1.5 bit of income. So, like, yeah, definitely like start saving. If I were going back to my, let's say, teen, like
Pre-child?
late teen,
Oh, okay.
like late
Yeah.
teen, because that's when you start working.
Yeah.
Yes, you do have to save money, but at the same time, yes, you need to save that money and
start
spend it.
something.
Spend it on something that
Either
can
invest.
yeah, well, that's the thing. Like my spending is like in spending something that can generate you more income.
Yes.
So instead of just on the flashy stuff, I would rather have, I don't know, maybe like buying shares or something. Start dabbling in bits and pieces, or invest on a small business or whatever that would be, that can be sustainable. Because at young age, you only have a small capital. I mean, you can only borrow.
You
like
don't
can
borrow.
You
Yeah.
don't borrow.
You
You,
don't
you,
borrow.
you can start with that small capital, and then the learning curve from that, it's massive.
Yes. So,
So-
yeah, I think so.
Just start
Yeah,
young.
because just like kid, you start young, you fall, you get up again,
It's easier.
you fall. Oh my god, it
I
hurts.
know. Like now, if I fall, I'm like, I gotta think about my kids. Oh, what is that gonna do? How is that gonna impact financially and all that jazz? Whereas when you're young, you can afford to lose in a sense.
Yes.
So that's that. And then, start building a passive income in any way possible. Try not to rely on
The job.
the job, whatever your job would be. Try not to rely on an employee. Try to have different sources of income, as many as you can.
Exactly.
I mean,
I wish I knew that when I was in uni.
yeah.
I'll say at uni around 20 is a good time.
Whenever you start earning an income, like I started my income when I was 14 and 9 months. So, I mean, so
The legal age.
the legal age in Australia. So that's when I started to earning, like as a job. So, instead of me spending money on rubbish, let's say, I kind of wish I would have spent something that can generate more money, like
Exactly.
give you a dividends or give you a return or give you something back. So, and that's what I would suggest. if you are in that age bracket where you just started your business or you started working, then yeah, start thinking of something. Yeah, we're showing people about our eBay business because there's no excuse why you should not able to do this. There's a lot of information out there. I mean, there's a lot of free information out there. YouTube is one of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if other people can do it, the thing is, you have to just copy and paste other people.
Change a little bit.
Yeah,
not,
change
not
a little
exactly
bit. Like
the same.
like the structure is about the same. Like for
Yeah.
example, in our investment property beforehand, it's like okay, then it's losing money. Okay,
Yeah.
how can I? Oh, okay, successful people making the real estate business to make money, not losing money. Okay, so we have to change our thought process and copy
Yes.
someone else's system.
And then when it works for us, and then we copy ourselves again. Just
Correct,
duplicate.
just duplicate. So one of them make money, and then okay, then we just copy the same formula, do another one, do another one.
Yes.
But finding that one that works for you probably the hardest.
It is everything.
Yeah.
Like when you save a deposit, it's the hardest.
Correct.
When you
but
find-
once you've saved a
done
deposit,
it,
it's
yeah.
so easy.
Yeah, it is. Exactly like our son. When he learned bicycle, he
Yeah.
was so scared. Anyway, but now he got it. He know how to ride a pedal bike, and he's so comfortable and confident.
A lot more confident.
Showing off. Yeah, better than me. Yes. Exactly. Yes. A lot better.
And yeah, like I guess learn it from that. Like I'm sure that if you know how to ride a bicycle, take yourself back when you were young. How did you learn that? Okay,
You
if
fell.
you didn't know, you fell over. You're probably a bit wobbly. That's same thing with business or side hustle.
Practice.
Yeah,
Practice every day. Do something different and change
yeah.
why it's not working.
And then gradually adjust it accordingly, so
Yes.
that way it makes money. If you can make it automated, that's probably even better. Where every week is just money coming in,
Yeah.
money coming in, money coming in. So, and that's where we're at. So, yeah, I think
That's the reason. If you have side hustle, then you can spend more time with your family or your loved ones.
because
Or-
time is the most important. I
It
think.
is.
5
It
years
is.
gone by so quickly, and yeah, we have our ups and downs.
Yeah.
The first couple of years, I missed out a lot. I missed out like the first 2 years of
It's okay. The kids, they don't remember.
They don't remember.
They
that.
just remember.
I don't
I think
remember.
kind of now. Yeah, I can't really remember. It was a blur.
It was good, but there's like bits and pieces like you don't want to miss out the milestone, like the first step, for example, or the first time they say, dada mama or something like that. The first time they can draw the name or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss that. Like if you don't want to miss that, then I mean, you gotta not work, but you need to have an income somehow.
Yes.
Instead of working for a job, you need to figure out a system that can provide you income somehow.
Yeah. Take action. That's
Yeah.
another thing. A lot of people read a lot of information,
Yeah.
but they're not doing anything. It's the risk. Yes, everything has risk, but if you educate yourself, you know what's your limit, then try do it.
The thing is about investing, there's bound to be a risk. You're going to fall there. I think, what was it? Like a post that I saw is like, oh yeah, it's very risky doing XYZ type of transaction. Because, well, everything there's bound to be a risk. You're walking down the road, there's a risk.
Yeah.
You're eating at the
Or
restaurant.
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, any investment.
Any investment created, there's a risk involved. It's just for you to understand how to minimize that risk. And what if this happened, that happened, then you need to minimize that. So, and you wouldn't know until you get there as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all learning from experience.
Yeah, that's how I learned. I learned it from experience. I mean, there's a lot of books that are saying all of these good things, but in reality, investing can go ups and downs. The first couple of years, we had a house that got burned down from a tenant. So that's that wasn't written in a book anywhere.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one tells you, your tenants burned down their house. What do you do?
Your agent didn't take pictures.
Oh, yeah.
You have to pay the insurance all by yourself.
There
No,
you
they
go.
didn't
So-
say it. Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
we learn it from the hard way.
yeah,
Right.
I think that's about it for today.
Yes.
What do you think? Anyway, so if this is probably for anyone out there who's thinking of investing or creating a passive income, it makes you. I think that goal of that happiness. Yeah, I mean the happiness. What is happiness for you? For me, it's like I'm able to spend quality time with my kids.
Not me.
I don't know. What's your happiness?
With the kids, all right.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone, like if you want it so bad, you will do whatever it takes to get
Yes.
there. I come from a broken family, but I've never seen both my parents, so I want to be there for my kids.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our 2 cents for today. So
Hope it helps. If you have any idea, try to do it.
yeah,
Okay, but make sure you know what you're getting into. Not taking too much risk, but you need to know there is risk involved in anything.
yeah, the reward is far greater than the risk.
Exactly. Yes. If you don't try, you'll never know.
That's it.
Okay. See you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.